Hey, Big Tony here. So, finally got around to starting this one from. I had a request on my recent. This one's been requested before, but recently on my new 2020 request video. So, yeah, by the person known as Ronald von Beringer. Whether that's his real name or not, I don't know. There's so many ways so many different angles you can come from on this footage. By looking at this profile picture here of him, with the explorer's clothing, stereotypical kind of explorer. You might think that it's all kind of made up, and it could be. It may well be. All due respect to anyone who does these kind of videos. If I captured a Bigfoot on video, I know it's true. I know it's real, but I wouldn't expect anyone else, to believe it, and the attitude should be. Fair enough, I know it's real, and I'm not going to get upset about it if people don't believe me, and when they do get upset, I do feel there's something a bit off there, kind of a red flag. Anyway, so let's have a look at this. Just play this short. Here's added contrast and brightness. So in the on his website here, he explains. Wait, there's a comparison, a few comparisons there, I think, and there's one video where he. Which one is this? Yeah, you see. Oh, that's the creature. And here's the video where somebody was walking. Yeah, there we go. So there were some people walking there. That's kind of a comparison. My feeling is that the video with the creature is it is a lot closer than the people, and the one with the people walking. In my opinion, that's what it looks like. But still, it certainly does look very large. I don't think there's any way of telling exactly how tall it is. I'm not going to mention anything about the technology used. I don't know anything about cameras, to be honest with you. I'm a photographer, but that doesn't mean that you know anything about game cameras and things like that. So I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about these things. Could it be CGI? It's possible. When I first saw this, I thought, yeah, it could be. It looks like CGI, and then I had a closer look, and it was. I could see that he's a stabilized version. I could see that, wow, that does look actually interesting, where the muscles are moving on the back, and then here you can kind of, when I go frame by frame, here, kind of a GIF, you can see that the muscles, the back shoulder muscles are kind of moving there, We also have to take into account, though, that there is a lot of pixelation here, distortion, so that works both ways. So we can't really rely on this footage to show details, really, unless they're on like more than a few frames of movement, which in this case it does appear to be kind of genuine movement. Like I say, whether this is possible to do on CGI, I do believe it is, particularly as it is not that much detail in this video. Okay, it was done about 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, but still the technology is out there. You know, anyone can do, not anyone, but there are people who can do this kind of thing. What I noticed were the arms. They were quite thin for some reason, which is a bit odd to me. Especially here, you can see the lines here. Again, same goes with the distortion. You can't really rely on this, like I said, either way. And also, I thought that it could possibly be a costume, and this is just padding on the back, and it's just moving up and down because the arms are moving up and down. So that's another possibility. It does look, you know, kind of strange how far out it's protruding, you know, coming out from the body. It kind of looks unnaturally large, stocky, the muscles. Almost unnaturally exaggerated, shall we say. So that's another reason why it could possibly be some kind of suit or padding. The head is very cone shaped. Again, stereotypical cone head. You know, that we know of. So that could be another kind of a red flag, possibly. Looking at the way it walks, I was thinking, is it somebody on stilts, because it's very tall, or appears to be very tall, and I looked up videos with people walking on stilts, and it does actually walk in a very similar way, with the shoulders kind of going up and down, and kind of an arched back. So maybe it's possible also it could be somebody on stilts, like I say, and with a costume, as you see here. Almost like lifting the heavy stilts, and I think that's why they have to walk like this. So that's another possibility. And why is it so upright? The back is so upright and straight, where we would normally expect a Sasquatch to walk more kind of leaning forward slightly. This is like completely upright, almost leaning back almost. So that's another thing we need to think about. It doesn't look very alert, kind of careless and awkward almost, the movement. So that's another thing which is kind of strange. You wouldn't, you know, and why would a Sasquatch walk with its back to an open tent? You know, where maybe it knows that there's nobody there. And why is a Sasquatch walking where there are people walking? So calmly walking like this where there are people walking. So that's another odd kind of thing. So again, like I say, it could be, it's possible it could be CGI. You know, these things can be done, even though it does look like some movement there, muscle movement on the shoulders. You know, which is probably going to be quite difficult for CGI, transitioning the frames, etc. Not that I've ever done that before. But I thought it was important to stabilize it and to, you know, to kind of see the movement, whether I believe it's CGI or not. And I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying that, you know, it's a possibility. Alright, yeah guys, let me know what you think. I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 on this one, to be honest with you. Alright, great. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.